So, Mark Cuban attempted to ban the national anthem, and the NBA said they weren't going to play it before. And I want to read the quote after, but first, we're going to go to a little explanation here. So, there's been a few things that have happened. Mark Cuban said, we're not going to play the national anthem.
Yeah.
They didn't play the national anthem. People said, that's kind of weird. What happened? Am I in communist China? Oh, that's just where you want to market the jerseys. So, people noticed it was weird, and then the NBA responded by saying, no, we're going to play the national anthem. And Mark Cuban, took it on the chin like a bitch. So, then Jen Psaki was asked about it at a press conference from Joe Biden and answered with word spaghetti.
What does President Biden think about the Dallas Mavericks owner, Mark Cuban, deciding to indefinitely stop playing the national anthem?
Well, I haven't spoken with the president about the decision by Mark Cuban on the Dallas Mavericks, I should say the national anthem. But I know he's incredibly proud to be an American and has great respect for the anthem and all that it represents.
And
especially for our men and women serving in uniform around the world.
Good.
He'd also say that, of course, that part of pride in our country means recognizing moments where we as a country haven't lived up to our highest ideals, which is often and at times what people are speaking to when they take action at sporting events. And it means respecting the right of people granted to them in the Constitution to peacefully protest. That's why he ran for president in the first place, and that's what he's focused on doing every day.
Here's the thing there. That made no sense. Just say we support the national anthem and they should play it. Just stop. You're the president of the United States. This wouldn't have been a controversial issue for anyone.
No. This was an easy win.
Even
for
JFK
him.
would have been like, what? Why are all those colleges complaining about the flag? This was from Mark Cuban, the Dallas Mavericks. We also loudly hear the voices of those who feel that the anthem does not represent them. We feel that their voices need to be respected and heard because they have not been. Okay, listen. You guys said for a long time, the kneeling, right? They said, well, listen, it's not that I'm not proud to be American. It's that I want America to live up to our ideals. And I'm a proud American, but I'm not proud of some of our history. Now you're saying that the national anthem doesn't represent you. This is the thing. It never had anything to do with changing policy. It is about anti-American communists in our midst. And when I say that, people say, well, isn't Mark Cuban a billionaire? He's a billionaire, but he wants to get into the Chinese market right now. That's why he wouldn't speak out against the horrible human rights abuses. I think it's overused, or people say, well, if you don't like America, get the hell out, right? And there are plenty of things you don't necessarily have to like America.
Correct.
For example, Jen Psaki.
Gingers.
But if you say, I don't feel that the national anthem, I don't feel our national anthem represents me, so I don't want to hear it at the game, you should probably find a country, I think in this case it's perfectly appropriate to suggest you find a country that has a national anthem you will support and go play there.
Good luck.
Yes.
I love this. Texas wasted no time, by the way. The governor came out, and I think the lieutenant governor came out, and they actually are putting forward legislation saying, look, if you're getting state funding and it's a major sporting event, you are playing the national anthem, it's going to be made into a law potentially. Right.
Yeah.
And the Dallas Stars tweeted out right after that, like, we're playing the national anthem before every single one of our games. Come watch us.
Half the players in the NHL are Russian.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, it's a nice anthem.
You Americans hate your homeland. I respect my homeland, and we don't even have lowest jeans. I have to fight bare for toilet paper. Yeah. And still, if I hear national anthem while I'm on toilet seat, I piss all over the floor. I have to stand up. What is wrong with you? They don't give a rat's ass. Here's the thing. You guys, right, black Americans, and you weren't conservative so much until I kind of brought you out of the closet. I apologize for that. But you guys are doing well. Yeah. But do you, even when
it's working out for you?
Even when you were not conservatives, would you have related to black people who said, national anthem, I don't feel like it represents me?
No, never felt that way.
I don't feel like most black Americans feel that way. Every black American I talk with, they go, America's flawed, has its mistakes, but it's the greatest country in the world.
Yeah, but there's this subset culture within the black community that gets all the TV time.
Yeah, like Hollywood.
Yeah, majority of black people don't feel that way.
No.
But a majority of black people feel they're leery of speaking out.
Right.
For retaliation as well.
Yeah, it really is one of those. How does that help black Americans by just shutting? What you do is you create a wider divide, which is, of course, what they did prior to the impeachment, and then they want to blame people for reacting to this wider divide. America is flawed, but certainly not as flawed as China. Disney, Dallas Mavericks, NBA. Are you listening? Ted Lieu. He's Chinese, right?
Right, yeah, absolutely.
They're flawed.
Not America. Unless you think we're giving the NBA too hard of a time. They pulled people out of games that held signs up that said "Free Hong Kong."
Right.
That was as bad as it got, and they actually kicked them out.
Right.
So it's not just like they're whoring for their money on the jersey sales. They're actively silencing free speech on American soil.
Could you imagine if the Trump administration were treating black Americans the way the Hong Kong protesters are being
my
treated,
gosh.
they would rightfully be pissed.
They would absolutely be pissed. And I want to take Mark Cuban's argument to the next step real quick. What is he insinuating is going to happen if people's voices aren't heard? Do you think it's going to frustrate them and maybe think, oh my gosh, our voices aren't being heard, so we have to go to the streets like they did during the summer? And I'm not saying rioting is okay, protesting fine, rioting bad, right? Just so we're all on the same page.
Right.
But that's what you're implying. I don't know. Is there a similar situation right now that unfolded?
It starts with the national anthem guys, and then we're a nation of just Gita Carano's running around, beep, beep, boop, bopping all over the place.
Watch Louder with Crowder live, Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. Eastern.